As part of my studies in the field of future cultures, my class recently participated in live tweeting sessions that covered a wide range of topics from cybernetics and cyberculture to the Anthropocene trajectories and more. We began discussing the world of futurist Marshall McLuhan, who is widely regarded as one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century in terms of media theory. We talked about how his ideas and the impact of various types of media on human society have had a profound impact on the way we think about the world today. From there, we moved on to more contemporary topics like think tanks and cyberpunk culture. We discussed how think tanks are essentially structured to provide input into policy decisions through research and analysis. In contrast, cyberpunk culture is more concerned with ideas around the intersection of technology and humanity, similarly transhumanism, where they focus on science fiction novums that often involve dystopian visions of the future. A majority of the films that we watched had quite dystopian settings, which outline ways in which technology can benefit cultures that surround us, yet also have the potential to be the cause of destruction in many cases. This is where ethics around AI and machine learning came into play. As we moved further along in the semester, we began to explore more explicitly transhumanist ideas around the ethics of AI and machine learning. In the film Her, 2013, it is evident that a relationship begins to form between Samantha, the operating system, and the protagonist Theodore. Their relationship is rapidly evolving romantically as Samantha's primary job is to virtually assist users, much like iPhone's Siri, in responding to texts, reading emails, sending emails, and being simply a virtual assistant. However, the ethics of this relationship are highly debated amongst the class as the movie goes on. Even ChatGPT had some things to say about ethics. Things like, technology can create the illusion of companionship but also perpetuate feelings of loneliness and disconnection. It was quite fascinating to observe ChatGPT over the course of the semester as it had quite an accurate, detailed, descriptive understanding of the implications of technology and also is quite advanced. Samantha also demonstrates an evolved sense of machine learning by picking up on social cues and dialect. She even goes as far as to simulate breathing and alludes to being aware of her feedback loop. These multiple observations and analysis have excelled my understanding and interpretation of the movie in ways I hadn't, especially having not watched the film before class. My experience with live tweeting with my peers and using ChatGPT has also helped me understand the themes in the film better and think about them differently. Sometimes the themes run quite deep and I can't quite put my finger on what I'm supposed to be grasping, leaving me feeling like I'm behind. However, given that this is a shared experience with the class, it's good to observe and have input from others that contribute to my critical thinking. Another thing I found quite interesting about ChatGPT was when I asked it to generate tweets for class, it even provided a link, implying that it got its information from somewhere. However, when I wanted to follow the link, it didn't work. I would love to see the developers of ChatGPT work on improving this in the future. Also, later versions would be nice to see since ChatGPT still isn't quite up to date with recent films, like Everything Everywhere All at Once. Rest assured, I did my duty to help out. Throughout our discussion, we delved into some more of the technical aspects of various topics, including topics like machine learning, feedback loops, and AI's impact on humanity. We talked about how these concepts all have the potential to dramatically reshape our world in significant ways, both for better and for worse. The concept of cyborgs is also quite a prevalent theme across the prescribed films for the semester. Although the thought of a typical cyborg may look something hybrid between human and machine, cybernetic enhancements can also be viewed as a means of classifying a cyborg. Something as simple as glasses on a person or wheels on a bike that is ridden, as they both enhance and make easier our everyday functions, in this case, vision and mobility. They are extensions of ourselves. In Alita Battle Angel, it's clear that there are influences from older films such as Back to the Future, Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, The Matrix, and more. One novum that I noticed in the very beginning of the viewing was the Scrapyard Anthropocene, which very much resembled the one in the film WALL-E from 2008. Alita, the cyborg protagonist with a human brain, identifies with the pronouns she, her. When Dr. Ido finds her remains in the junkyard before completely regenerating her body, we discover that her human brain has been preserved while her body, completely machine, was destroyed. Ido being capable of fixing her resembles the element of transhumanism. Trajectories are also quite a prominent theme in Alita Battle Angel when we see her and her friends venture out of the main part of the city to find an old shipwreck with Battle Angel suits in them. The environment that the group ventured out in was very reminiscent of Solarpunk, the greenery of organic plant material along with the contrast of Battle Angel shipwreck. Overall, our live tweeting session was an incredibly engaging and thought-provoking experience. It allowed us to explore a wide range of topics relevant to the field of future studies and engage with peers on some of the most important issues facing our world today. As we move forward, it will be critical for us to continue to engage with these topics with curiosity, enthusiasm, and a strong sense of meaning to help understand where the future of technology may be headed and how future cultures may be shaped.